Hi there, this is Life Prepper here. When we see old people, we just like, oh my goodness, they're slow, they're not in the right mind, they're just in the way. I'm not saying that all old people are useful. Some of them will have Alzheimer's, some of them will have totally lost, some of them paralyzed to the point that they're paralysis or whatever, any number of reasons. Their medications, their oxygen, whatever may be a problem in an shtf event, and it may not be a problem upon certain things. One of the smartest men in the world is a paraplegic. The fact is, you hear him talking about the young and the strong and the healthy. Well, blah, blah, blah. We're going to have these groups, and we ain't got no place for old people. But in an shtf event, old people who's lived in those areas for years and years and years, even when they get old timers, will remember things back where places was, where there may be some water at, where there used to be a farm at, or maybe it still is a farm that you don't know about. Maybe they'll remember how to tie knots. Maybe they remember how to cook certain meals. Maybe they remember how to harvest wild foods. But the fact is that often older people possess a lot of knowledge. Now, here's the downfall. Society has changed. The Depression years and things, people survived by living off the land. Nobody really went hungry. They knew what to harvest. They knew what to do. But now things have changed. But it doesn't mean they don't know how to do projects. Doesn't mean they don't know how to put things together and make things work. Because they had to do this stuff. They had to rig this stuff up. So there is a big difference in it. So don't just throw the old people to the curb because they're old. They may be useful in an shtf event, in a preppers group event, in a survival event. Before you think about getting rid of them, find out if they're useful to you. There's the pros and cons on it. They're not going to be able to keep up with you if they're in bad shape. That's just how it's going to be. I'm sorry. I use a cane from time to time when I'm walking, but I push myself to try to improve myself as much as I can. I wear a back brace a lot of times to improve myself. I mean, walking in the morning sun with my cane. I started using my cane to walk with to help give me that support. Am I in pain? Heck yeah, I'm in pain. But I want to tell you what, I'm doing it. I'm in pain. I know my limits, and I'm not expecting the group to wait on me. I'm not expecting them to carry my weight in any form, shape, size. What I'm going to bring to the group is knowledge. I'm going to bring the knowledge of living off the land, of plants that can and cannot be eaten. Cattails, roots can be used for starch to add to your bread, your flour. There's 400 different grasses seeds that you could eat. I mean, you eat the seeds, you grind them up, you make flours, you roast it with it. Number of things. I bring knowledge with me on how to survive. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be the case of all people. Even young people, a majority of them, believe it or not, and I'm not saying bad, have gotten so complacent. They have never been outside the city. They have no idea how to survive outside the city. But if they've lived in that city all their life, and it's the same for the older people, they would know where certain places are that many of them don't even know about. They would know about places to hide that many of them won't know about. So it doesn't really matter whether you're young or old if you're useful to the group. So don't throw an old person to the curb just yet. They may be useful to you. If they're not, I can understand that. If you feel you are capable of taking care of them and helping them out and doing what you can, that is understandable. But if it comes to a situation where they're slowing you down or they're very sick, then you may have to make a choice and leave them behind. That's a choice. But you know what? That choice can fall to a young person. If they break your leg, if they hurt themselves severely, if they get a knife wound or they get sick or they get shot or whatever reason, in an SHTF event, a survival event, you will have to make choices no matter what age they are. You may have to make a choice of leaving your own parents behind. If you cannot have them keep up with you, you cannot take care of them, or whatever the situation is, you have choices you have to make. So don't, in an SHTF, do not throw the old people to the curb just yet, because they may be useful to you in some form or some way. They may be able to cook the meals. They may be able to take care of the children and read books to them or whatever. They may wash your clothes. They may have abilities that will help you, your group, in a survival situation. It doesn't matter what age. I have seen people way younger than me using canes. I've seen people way younger than me on disability. I've seen people way younger than me that is severely, severely overweight. I'm not talking 100 pounds overweight. I'm talking 300 to 400 pounds overweight. So don't judge the old people by what you think of them at first, because they may end up being very useful. But you may have to make that choice. If health-wise you have to leave, your group has to leave, you may have to make that choice. It's a hang if you do and a hang if you don't. So don't throw them to the curb just yet. Think about what I've said and study on this here. This is a live prepper here. I want you to be safe, be happy. Bless you.